क्लीं कैवल्य We have gained some height in the 2 or 3 kilometers that we have come. We still have another 14 odd kilometers to go. There's a first aid post here. 3 kilometers to 2.5, 3 kilometers. Nice. So I'm walking with Harish here, and he says that the first 7 kilometers is easy like this, and after that the next 7.5 kilometers is kind of a steeper climb. So he's able to do a trip like this just once a day. So if he's making 2,500 rupees, that's probably just once every day. It's amazing how hard he has to work to get this. But then we're going to take care of his food and water and everything on the way. So let's see where we are at this point. About an hour. We're just strolling very leisurely from when we left off. Kedarnath is 13.5 kilometers. And then these are other small stops. Bhim Bali, 5.5 kilometers. Jungle Chatti 1.5 kilometers, Big Lincholi 8.5 kilometers. Here's a nice photo point, I guess, or rest area. A nice large space here. Oh, this is H, so this is probably an helipad here. Oh, I guess for emergencies they must have created something like this. If somebody needs to be airlifted of some kind, then they use this. But otherwise it's a nice spot. Nice spot to do sun salutations in a group. Kaivalya. It's all about Kaivalya. Kaivalya is not an institution. Kaivalya is a state of consciousness, a oneness. We come to a Bhairav temple. Bhairava. He's the guardian of this place. Shivoham, Shivoham, Nandarupa.
He's taking 2 kids. Probably more weight than ours.
Yeah. These 2 kids are having a jolly ride up.
We'll get
So
5
I
apples.
found a vendor there. So I bought an apple for 30 rupees. Expensive, but nothing like a delicious apple on this trek. It quenches your thirst, gives you some energy. What? Crispy? It's kind of crispy, yeah. So, an amazing experience so far. They do have toilets every kilometer or 2 kilometers. But I must say, of course, it's not clean by any standards. And I'm not complaining. I guess that's how it is. So, if push comes to shove and somebody has to go, then that's all. Just hold on. Hold your breath and do the needful. Another beautiful waterfall on the way. We still have barely done 3-4 kilometers. Take it really easy, slow. So my nephews get acclimatized to this trek, height and everything. There's another beautiful waterfall. So many of them, hundreds we have seen so far. And I think ahead of us is that another marketplace, kind of place to stay. Jungle Chatti is coming up. We're going to stop there to grab something for breakfast. It's 10 o'clock. Kind of a brunch, I guess. So we finished our breakfast. 10:45, we are heading out again. 10:45 minutes chatting. And eating, getting some Maggi noodles. Again. So, let's see. We are back on trek. And we have another 12 kilometers or something to cover. 12, 13 kilometers, I would think. So, let's see how that goes. Jai Bholenath. See, now the crowd has thinned out a little bit. It's just in those places where restaurants are there. A lot of people hang out. So, another beautiful waterfall. A little past Jungle Chatti. Kind of built some this thing because it's also a possibility of landslides here. So you can see then they have reinforced this. I'm sure in the spring there'll be a lot more water. So nice to see that right in the middle of the path there was this tree. They didn't cut it, kind of built the path around it. Very nice. Pretty much I think up till that, wherever they said it's going to be much more steeper, we're really still in the valley, slowly gaining height. It is said when you approach a temple or when you go around a temple in Pradakshina, or like you walk in this pilgrimage all the way up, then walk like a pregnant woman. In other words, take it easy, take it slow, one step at a time, mindfully, carefully. And with every step, you chant the divine mantra of the deity of that temple so as to invoke that energy. So, as we're trekking this beautiful trek, the mind is immersing itself in the holy name. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Way out there, behind that hill, is Kedar Baba. They have a whole bunch of ponies waiting here. It's probably a rest stop of some kind. Yeah, so you could come halfway and then decide, you know what, I can't take it anymore. You could rent a pony from here. Jai Bole. Nice Babaji sitting here. These people must have set up their small little temples and huts many years ago. So when the government redid all this, they didn't take it away from them, they just let them be. Alright, let's see where the path goes. So this is where the path's going down. We're going to cross the Mandakini and then trek all the way up. That's where I believe it gets a little more steeper. There is a check post, Bhim Bali. So this is Bhim Bali. This place is called Bhim Bali. They kind of put the rates, how much you pay for what and all of that. So it kind of gives a guidance for devotees who want to either hire a pony or a porter. The government has done that. So nobody fleeces you if you're coming for the first time. All these little shacks, you can sit down, have a cup of tea. Same old, same old. Look at that. Now the breeze has picked up because you are facing the valley. So cross the river, go way all up. There is that Lincholi, I think, if I'm saying it correct. And about 4 kilometers from there should be Kedarnath. The weather is again amazing. It's cloudy, it's not warm, it's gentle, cool breeze. It's fantastic. Couldn't complain about anything. At this point, they actually separate. The horses go this way and people continue to trek this way. So it's nice. You kind of don't have to bump into ponies and the smell of horse poop for a bit, I think. Nice. This must be a new one they must have built after the floods. All of this, the horse track. Maybe it's a little more gentle for the ponies to go up, and maybe the ones we are walking will be a little more steeper. That must be the reason why they separated, or just to help the crowd, manage the crowd. They must have done this kind of bifurcation.
That's a little longer.
Yeah, this is a little longer way. You could trek that way too if you want to. So this longer trek is not like a rule for ponies, but then right now they kept it for the ponies. So you go up like this, you can see them trekking up there. So it's like zigzag up all the way. It heads towards that village out there, and that's where we are heading out to. This is the older path, and that is a new one post 2013 that the government has built. Another rest stop if people want to stop for chai or a bottle of water or something. Another waterfall. Harish is taking a break. There is our bag. So I've stopped for something called lassi. I bet it's loaded with, it says calcium and protein. I'm sure it's got a lot of sugar in it.
Lot of sugar.
Added sugar. 12 grams. Oh my god. Okay, that's a lot of sugar, but I'm going to indulge. I'll burn it off in the rest of the trek. You can see from here part of those hills on either side has been completely washed off, and I believe in 2013 when that incident occurred, when the cloud burst happened and the whole dam burst from Kedarnath, the water just wiped this whole place off. So all these huge rocks must have just come down from either side. This is just one small part of the what happened, and then this whole thing, devastation, continued all the way down into the valley. After you cross the bridge, now comes the incline. Now you see the incline is almost 50 degrees going up. Perhaps continues for a couple of kilometers or more, I would think. The good thing is it's not raining and it's not as unruly as Rudranath Trek. So you're not worried about your ankle getting sprained or things like that. Of course you have to be careful and watch your step. So the horse trail that we bifurcated at that point just meets up here, and the walking trail comes this way, a little more steeper, and it comes up here. You can see the horse, the ponies will go this way. People can go walk that way too. It adds about a kilometer or so more. It's more gentle. This is a little more steep, but it's shorter. So, and now we're all together. We have about 8.5 kilometers more to Sri Kedarnath. So maybe 2 or 3 hours of just gentle strolling walk, chanting his name. About half hour ago we were down on that bridge, crossing that little chatti there. That's where we had lassi, trekking all the way down from there. And then there is a zigzag coming all the way up. Auntie's taking a ride all the way up to Kedarnath. So this board marks the halfway, this landslide spot marks halfway. We've got another 8 kilometers to cover. So maybe another 3 hours. So we are taking it very, very leisurely, as you can see, and it's probably going to take us about 6 hours to reach the top. Extremely leisure pace. It's not too bad. We left at 9:30. It's about 12:25 now. So by 3:30 or latest by 4, we should be at the temple premises. So we are still zigzagging, still gaining height as we climb and generally head in that direction where the Lord is seated. Another resting spot here on the way. 6 more kilometers to go. So after another brief stop, just chilling. This is the distance now we have to cover. 7 kilometers Kedarnath. The right path goes that way. We just took a kind of a shortcut to cut through a little bit. A little more steeper climb, but there's no fun without some steep climb, is there? So the porter said, let's take a shorter way, and we said okay. So this is, by the way, not the official path that is up there. So somewhere down we'll go and join them. The whole of trekking is down that. It seems as the old path before the 2013 floods was hugging that hill and going all along. And if you noticed out there, there is a semblance of a path going up. But the 2013 waters just washed that the whole path is destroyed. And therefore the government built this much longer one, but much safer, much higher. So that is how bad that flood was when it came. You can see all that mark of that landslides occurred when it cut through the hills on both sides. Must have been truly devastating. 2013 June 16, 17, I believe. A couple of days it happened. Kedar Baba is somewhere up there. This village is Lincholi, Bada Lincholi or Bade Lincholi. Another 5 kilometers from there is Kedarnath. So you can see that helicopter going into the valley. That's the Kedar Baba's home. Suddenly there is clouds. They're just coming from this direction. You can see this as we are heading up. They're kind of, the rain follows me wherever I go. Once again, just as I'm entering Shiva's abode, clouds, and it's beginning to drizzle. It's very lightly though, but I'm sure it's going to drizzle more. And that's how it has been this whole trip. When it comes to Shiva, he is literally taking me in the clouds. Cloud 9, as they call it. It's heavenly, it's beautiful. As you can see, that was the old route on the other side of the mountain. That is what got washed away. That would have also gone all the way up, zigzag into Kedarnath. So maybe some local people use that for some distance between that village up there and the temple, but other than that, I think that road is pretty much not used. You can see there's nobody there. There is a path. The clouds have cleared for now, and you see the gigantic mountains. Wow. And in that valley is Kedarnath. There is a glacier path, and below that is a temple. We can't see it from here, but that's where the temple is. I can feel it. So we're on our final stretch now, final zigzagging all the way up to the base camp. It's probably about 2 kilometers, I guess. I don't know, 1 kilometer, 1.5, I'm not sure. And then from there, another 1.5 kilometers from there to the temple. So the final climb. Time is 3:30. We should be at the temple in another hour or so. So we are on to the final stretch of our journey This is very close to the base camp. So we have another 1 kilometer, 1.5 kilometer. But the climb is over. We should be crossing the helipad somewhere here. And then we should be able to spot the Gopuram of the mandir, the top of the mandir. It's so beautiful. With the snow-capped mountains on this side, the greenery on two sides. The 5 warriors found this place. And Adi Shankara 2005 years ago reconsecrated this place with a proper temple. Powerful, powerful portal of the Shiva consciousness. So close to it. I can't believe I'm getting the chance to spend 3 to 4 days in this holy place. What a great fortune. I hope to soak in this energy. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
As luck would have it, the battery on my video camera died just as we were reaching the temple. However, I took some still pictures to record that glorious first darshan of Sri Kedarnath. Shivoham 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 Shivoham.
Please consider subscribing to our channel on YouTube, the KYG channel, so you stay tuned to fresh yoga and spiritual content from KYG. Thank you for watching. Enrich your practice, empower your mind, enlighten your spirit. Namaste.
Kaivalya